Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. How are you?
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Good morning, Bhaiya.
Right. I'm extremely sorry. I think 𝗘𝗃𝗃 is somewhere on a emergency stuck. So, so I was moderating another session, but again, I'm here right now, so I can help you to start today's pitching session. Bobby is here. Hi, Bobby. Great. Great to see you. Everything is like planned, but one little change. That is the Selefi, one of the founders. He's sick now, and he will not be. I'm like presenting today, but we have a replacement. Replacement is with InstaJob, so she will be doing the last pitch. Okay, so starting with the first one, I'm going for. As I can say, Bobby, these are the new startups. I'm like last 2 weeks you had seen the pitches of 10 startups. So today we have actually planned 5 startups. Number 1 is 𝗘𝗁𝗃𝗧 as we talked. 𝗵𝗂𝗰𝗋𝗃𝗲, are you here?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗲 is here actually. So 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗲 is founder of 𝗘𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗧. So 𝗘𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗧 is a kind of different thing. Okay, you'll be listening. So they are trying to solve the problem of grocery shopping by creating mobile super shops across the country. Okay, I'll be giving you time to start. Then coming 𝗲𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲. 𝗲𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲 is here. 𝗕𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗲, are you there?
Yes, bhai, I'm here.
Excellent. Nishat, good morning. Nishat, Bobby, I will give Bobby time to talk to you all before we start pitching. Nishat is the co-founder of 𝗲𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲. is a platform that actually help family well-being, especially mother and children, and also women of different ages. They can have support from 𝗲𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗲, Nishat Polka. Then comes 𝗘𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗲 Bangladesh. 𝗘𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗲 Bangladesh. Sabir bhai, are you there?
Yes. Hi, ภิ྿ hi, Bobby.
Hi, Sabir bhai. Nice meeting you. Sabir bhai is working with a very nice thing. It's sports and entertainment. So they are building a sports network across Bangladesh. I believe they want to go abroad too, as you are presenting today to Bobby. Okay, so he'll be guiding. Then coming Kobo Lab. Is Shakir here?
Yes, bhaiya, I'm here.
Excellent. Shakir, great. Shakir is working on a matrimonial app, Islamic matrimonial. So I said Islamic. He didn't use Islamic, but I think that this is more into Islamic community. So it's a Kobo app. It's a nice app. And finally, instead of Selfie, we're going to introduce InstaJob. Is Putul here? I think she's not still there, but I could find. So thank you. We are 4 here already, those who are supposed to pitch today. I would like to introduce you with Bobby. Bobby is one of our partners in the program. He has been working in Silicon Valley and the IT ecosystem of USA for the last 20 years. Bobby, I will let you to introduce yourself and give them some motivation before they start pitching. Okay.
Yeah. Well, hello, everyone. Good morning. Really nice to meet you all, and looking forward to hearing your pitches today. Just a little bit about my background. I have been working with startups for the past 10 years, running accelerator programs, as well as doing some one-on-one advisory for later stage companies. My goal in working with many of the startups that I support is to help them to find product market fit and work on their messaging as they prepare for their fundraising round, whether it's angel, seed, or Series A. And in a lot of cases, those rounds are tied to their ability to enter into the US market or other important markets that they're as part of their go-to-market plan. So much of what I do is around, helping to be very clear on the value proposition, including the customers that you're targeting and your commercialization strategy. So you might hear some feedback, from your pitches around those types of things. I think, the thing about founders is, you're doing so many different things at once, and sometimes it's good to have another set of eyes on what it is that you're creating to help you to be a bit more focused in terms of your messaging, so that it's clear to other audiences what it is that you do, why, and how you're going to win in the marketplace. Look forward to hearing your pitches today. Going to take some notes and give you some feedback, and then hopefully this will be helpful as you continue to build out your pitch decks improving your pitch, and hopefully that'll lead to better outcomes for your company as well. So I'm really pleased to have you all on the call with me today, and hopefully this can be a valuable session for you all. Looking forward to it. All right. I think he's doing two things at once, but yeah, I can maybe go into a little bit more detail. So as far as the pitches that we see here in Silicon Valley, there's a pretty, tried and true format. Introduce yourself, go into your problem almost immediately that you're solving. Talk about the solution. Why now? Why is it important that this is happening now? Are there some market trends? Or there's some technological trends that we should be aware of? And then going into your business model. How is it that you're making money? As well as any traction that you have. And it doesn't have to be revenue, but it could be user growth. It could be, letters of intents or MOUs that you're signing with partners. It could be advisors that you've added to your company. It could be grants that you've won. It could be being in the Accelerating Bangladesh program. So whatever the accomplishment is for you, usually that traction slide is going to be really important. I would also encourage you to spend a little bit of time on the team as well. This is something that people generally like fly right by. They don't give it much attention, but I would encourage you to help us to understand why is it that your team is really qualified and committed to this project. Are you passionate about it? Do you have a certain level of domain expertise? Maybe it's an industry that you've worked with previously. Maybe you have some technological expertise. Maybe you've filed a patent and earned it, and so that's a big part of an accomplishment with your team, is being the right team to make this kind of move forward. So I say the team side is going to be important, and then the final slide usually is some sort of an ask. Many of you may be requesting a fundraise, in some capacity, whether it's pre-seed or seed. But be clear about what that money is going to be used for and how it will help you to achieve your next milestone, whether it's product development, whether it's growth, capturing more market share in Bangladesh, perhaps, going into some adjacent territories and markets as part of your next milestone. These are all really, really key, parts of your company roadmap that is really, really interesting to investors. And so, closing it up with, why is it that we all listened to you for the last 5 minutes? Just being very, very clear about what it is that you're asking for. It doesn't have to be money. In some cases, people are, you want people to download your app. We're on the App Store. Please go download it. Give us some feedback. We're in beta, but we're looking to, do a soft launch in, next month. And so we're aggressively, looking for feedback, or we're looking for connections in this type of industry that could be really, really helpful for us as we, build out our next set of customers. Or we're looking for advisors or mentors or connections in a specific market. Just as an example, it doesn't have to be funds, but some sort of a reason why we're all kind of, you have a captive audience, you might as well use it, basically. So be very clear about what the ask is. And then I think it's always good to end with some sort of an inspirational close. Join us as we, democratize education or access to certain, healthcare options, and we make things more accessible to people, who need it, or, some sort of a kind of a grandiose close to get people feeling really, emotionally connected to what it is that you're building. That first 30 seconds and the last 30 seconds are going to be incredibly important. So make sure that you have a strong opening and a strong close. I think that's some of the best advice that I could give you, as you pitch, because that's what people typically remember the most. Hi, Terry.
Hello, Mr. Bobby Amiri. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Good morning, founders. We'll be having the session today with Mr. Bobby Amiri. So a bit of introduction of Mr. Bobby Amiri. He is a Silicon Valley person. He is a founder. He is also an investor. So we'll be having the pitch today with Mr. Bobby Amiri here. So the basic rules that pitch, you will be giving your pitch for 5 minutes. After each of the pitch, Mr. Bobby Amiri will have his questions, and also you will have the opportunity to discuss your queries or any of the thoughts you wanted to share. So after 5 minutes of the pitch, we will be having 10 minutes. I will have open floor for all of you to have the discussions and his feedbacks. And please try to note down what are the feedbacks he will be giving. And after all the pitch, like 5 of you have completed your pitch, after all of your pitch, you will be giving an overall scenario understanding or scenario analysis of all the startups we have gone through. So we'll be starting today the pitching with first we'll be starting with 𝗘𝗏𝗃 XYZ. So could you please just share your screen to share your presentation? Mr. 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗶, you are sharing your screen. Yes.
My screen is showing.
Yes, the screen is visible. You will be giving the pitch from now. After 4 minutes, I will just turn on my mic and say just you have 1 more minute. So please go ahead. Good luck.
Just 1 minute. Okay. Am I audible? Yeah. Hello.
Yes, you are audible. Good to go.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Hello
Can you
everyone.
please just make it
I
a
am
full
Mohammed
screen?
Imran.
Can you please just make it a full screen?
I've made full screen there.
No, it is just showing the presentation slides.
All
right, no problem. Let's go ahead in this version. No problem. Let's go ahead.
Okay. Hello everyone. Good morning. I'm Mohammed Imran, presenting 𝗘𝗏𝗃 XYZ, the first ever mobile vegetable chain shop initiative in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, farmers struggle with unfair pricing and wastage, while retailers and consumers suffer due to price hike caused by syndicates. The traditional supply chain here is inefficient, leading to unnecessary layers of costs and food waste. 𝗘𝗏𝗃 XYZ is a tech-enabled mobile shop and supply chain directly connecting farmers to consumers through smart cards, online platform, and doorstep delivery system.
But can you advance the slide? It's still on the first slide. Can you advance it to the next slide?
Is on the slides are moving?
No, they're not moving.
No,
Okay.
it is not.
Maybe there is a problem.
Yeah, now I can see the third slide.
Let me fix the problem.
Okay.
Is the slide showing full screen?
No, it is not. যেটা হচ্ছে ভাইয়া আপনি 1 by 1 স্লাইডস যখন বলছেন স্লাইড থেকে অ্যাটলিস্ট স্ক্রল করেন নিচের দিকে নামেন সো দ্যাট নেক্সট স্লাইডটা দেখা যায়। হ্যাঁ, একটু আগে জাস্ট শুধু ফার্স্ট স্লাইডটাতেই ছিল, সো ইট ওয়াজ অন জাস্ট অন দি ফার্স্ট স্লাইড। নাও ইট ইজ অন দ্য থার্ড স্লাইড, দ্য সলিউশন স্লাইড।
এখন কি মুভ হচ্ছে?
ইয়েস, মুভ হচ্ছে। ইয়েস, ইটস মুভিং।
তাহলে কি এভাবে চালাবো?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, এভাবেই করে ফেলুন, কোনো প্রবলেম নেই। গো অ্যাহেড।
So I'm starting from last one. Sorry for disturb. I'm Mohammad 𝗘𝘅𝗰𝗹𝗂𝗀𝗲, presenting 𝗘𝗂𝗄𝗏 𝗢𝗏, the first ever mobile vegetable chain shop initiative in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, farmers struggle with unfair pricing and wastage, while retailers and consumers suffer due to price hikes caused by syndicates. In traditional supply chain, the traditional supply chain here is inefficient, leading to unnecessary layers of costs and food waste. So, 𝗘𝗂𝗄𝗏 𝗢𝗏, here is a tech-enabled mobile shop and supply chain, directly connecting farmers to consumers through smart cards, online platforms, and doorstep delivery. This ensures fresh, affordable products with minimal supply chain inefficiency in 𝗘𝗂𝗄𝗏 𝗢𝗏. In Bangladesh, the vegetable market is valued at 12 billion USD, with our serviceable available market at 5 billion in major cities in Bangladesh. Our initial focus is 100 million, targeting local market users, online buyers, and mobile card users in Dhaka city only. So, unlike traditional retailers, we offer a hybrid online-offline solution, direct farmer sourcing, and mobile accessibility. Our cost is 20% lower than conventional markets, and we reach 50% more consumers using our mobile distribution model. Our competitors include local vendors, supermarkets, and online grocery stores. But our low-cost, high-efficiency model gives us an edge, ensuring fresh produce at better prices. In our operational workflow, our collection agents collect fresh products directly from farmers, and our intelligent distribution system distributes products to mobile cards demand-wise. And our mobile cards reach local market, residential areas, and community gatherings. Consumers can also order online, find the nearest mobile shop in their web platform or mobile apps, or even they can call the shop to their home. We also share market demand data with our farmers, helping them plan demand-based harvesting. This approach minimizes waste and reduces risk for producers by aligning production with real market needs. We have already developed a working mobile card model branded as 𝗕𝗁𝗄𝗃 and web-based ordering system. We are working to develop the model and to make it more user-friendly. In a piloting of just 6 months with a single card, we served 400 plus customers and earned about BDT 18 lakhs revenue last year.
You have 1 more minute.
In our team, I am Mohammad 𝗘𝘅𝗀𝗂𝗀𝗏, founder and CEO, an entrepreneur with a background in banking, people, and 2 other successful ventures, and Mohammad 𝗘𝗁𝗁𝗄𝗃, a co-founder and CEO, an expert in robotics and IoT, currently pursuing an MBA in agribusiness to drive our vision for agri-tech solution. And Mohammad 𝗘𝗁𝗁𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀, he is another co-founder and CTO, the senior software engineer with 7 years of experience in software development, leading the tech innovations in 𝗘𝗂𝗄𝗏 𝗢𝗏. So we are seeking for USD $50,000 for 10% equity to scale operations, expand marketing, and enhance our technology. I am inviting you to join us in revolutionizing Bangladesh grocery retail. By investing in 𝗘𝗂𝗄𝗏 𝗢𝗏, you are supporting a sustainable, scalable, and impactful business that ensures fair pricing for farmers and fresh, affordable vegetable for consumers. Let's build a smarter, fairer food system together. Thank you. Hello.
All right. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. 𝗘𝗁𝗂𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗂. Now I'm opening the floor to Mr. Bobby Amiri for your valuable feedback.
Yeah. Emmanuel, it was a good presentation. I first of all, I like the branding. You know, it's obviously, you know, building a more efficient supply chain for vegetable consumption, and you have great, branding throughout. So I just want to commend you on kind of the attention to detail there. I think that's important. I would just say, the one slide that I would have liked to see for a company that has, that level of traction is some sort of a go-to-market slide. So go-to-market is just basically, what are the activities or the set of activities that you have in place that's helping you to reach the customers? What's your marketing strategy? What does your sales force look like? How are you reaching your customers? You had a really good slide there about the, competitive landscape and how you're different. And I'm just wondering how you're using either the technological advantage or the first mover advantage that you've created to create a sustainable and a compelling value proposition that the market is responding to. So my suggestion would be, especially at this stage, it sounds like you're, focused on growth. You have the product in place. So, thinking through a slide where we can easily kind of get a sense of what some of these activities, how you're reaching your customers, and how you plan on continuing to grow at a good rate, and how that's going to help you kind of get to that J curve growth that investors really like to see. So hopefully that's clear. It's a small adjustment. I think it wouldn't add too much to your presentation. You have 11 slides, so that's pretty good. For a 5-minute pitch, between, I would say, 10 and 12 slides is pretty common. So you're right in there, which is good. And I'm not as familiar with valuations for Bangladeshi startups, but $500,000, is it's a little lower than I'm used to seeing. And you're asking for 50,000 at 10% equity, which it's kind of a lower ask. But it also, what I would have liked to see there is like what, can you go to that slide, actually, slide 10? Can I take a look at it?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it sounds like you're using it for operations and logistics, technology, marketing, and customer acquisition. Yeah. I think that's a good allocation. I was just making sure that your ops allocation wasn't too high, because that's a red flag for investors. So it's pretty low, which is good. But I would just be a little bit more specific about milestones. So specifically, it looks like you're working on about 70% of it is around, product and technology development. That's pretty high. I would say prove the model first, because you do have some early customers. You've experienced some hyper growth early, which is good. I would double down on that. So if you found product market fit, focus more on growing your customer base to prove that this is something that's actually working and that people want, and then improve your product. You have something, it's an early product. Maybe it's not a product that you're super proud of or anything like that, nor should you be. It's an early product. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be so-so, but it's supposed to, more than anything, teach you something about what your customers want and what they don't want. And then you'll use that information to continue to iterate and build something that's even better. So I would focus more on growth at this stage, and getting improved market share from some of those competitors that you listed on on the competitive analysis slide. So I would say more of a focus on growth is probably the most important feedback I could give you at this stage.
All right, Mr. 𝗕𝗄𝗃𝗲, thank you so much for your pitch. And Mr. Bobby Amiri, we would like to move to the next presentation. So up next, we have Mommy Kids here. Ms. Nisha Tanjum, can you please just turn on your presentation slide?
Okay.
You will be getting 5 minutes to pitch. After 4 minutes, I will just turn on the mic and inform you that you will have 1 more minute. And after that, we'll have the Q&A session. So Mommy Kids is basically a family well-being platform. So we'll be having the pitch now. The floor is yours. Good luck.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Bobby and everyone. Is my pitch deck is visible to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So hello everyone, I'm Nisha. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Mommy Kids. Mommy Kids is a non-judgmental, anonymous, social community-based mobile app that supports the whole cycle of puberty. Pregnancy, and parenting. So one of the major problems that we women, we all face in Bangladesh, that we do not get a safe space to discuss about our health. So there are fear of judgment, social taboo, some religious issue, even we do not get support from our family to discuss our health. There is only 6 doctors for 10,000 people, which make healthcare very difficult to access. And more than 51% girls, they get married there before they're even 18 years old and do not have any basic knowledge about sexual and reproductive health. As a result, the maternal child mortality rate, even the unintended pregnancy and unsafe abortion rate is still very high in Bangladesh. So we have developed a data-driven anonymous mobile app where we have a strong social community where our user can ask anonymously and our doctor and expert team reach to them as soon as possible. And our user can chat with each other. They can chat with the health assistant, shop assistant, pharmacy assistant for easy access to all the services we have. Also, we are providing info library where our user can get different kind of content on sexual reproductive health. Usually those are keeping as taboo topics in our country. Also, we have personalized care. We provide different kind of self-care tools, like there is fetal tracker that tracks 280 days pregnancy. Each day, a mother get new information and notification to track her pregnancy. We provide audio and video doctor consultation and also sell products to our e-commerce platform. So recently, we have launched our Community Bondhu, which is a rural program that helps women and parents with low digital literacy to access our mobile app with easy payments option. And right now, we are working on our well-being library that contain games, quiz, and also video content. From 10-second to 10-minute explanation, our user will get in-depth education in animation, real-life footage, and doctor insights. They will learn easily in their own language. So the global market is a $50 billion market, both combining the pregnancy and parenting market, where we have a high opportunity in Bangladesh because more than 4.7 million babies are born every year in Bangladesh, and we are targeting only 0.1% of market within 1 year. So this is our planned business model. So we provide different kind of free tools to our user, and some of them are limited. So after downloading our app, immediately our user can use some free services, and they can get our subscription, our premium services, where we have different kind of exclusive self-care tools, unlimited question answer session, unlimited community support. And also they can have a exclusive discount while purchasing audio and video consultation, and even purchasing different kind of sexual reproductive health products or mother care products. They can save more. They're investing like $1 in month. They can save more according to their investment. So we are also partner services, like video consultation is partner services. We are looking for partnership for e-pharmacy, medical lab test. So we have 4 different revenue model. One is, as I told, that we have shop, in-app shop, and the commission from doctor consultancy, a premium subscription, and also community bonds that physically sells our digital services.
1 more minute.
Okay, so we have solved more than 196,000 health queries from our user. More than 20,000 user have purchased from us. And recently we have piloted our community Bondhu project where we have 3 community leaders and educated 300 women who created profile, and more than 130 baby profile has been created. Among them, 190 women purchase their family planning and hygiene products from the community Bondhu. So we have we launched our app 2 years ago. As I told them, we have more than 40,000 registered users with a 37% retention rate. Our last year sales was 87,000 USD. So these are competitor in Bangladesh. We have 𝗂𝗄𝗃 Pregnancy and 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗃 as a direct competitor, but actually we are standing out because we are providing puberty, pregnancy, and parenting as a cycle, and we are providing comprehensive solution to our user, which one is providing with the community support. So recently we have add 2 advisor, 2 industry expert. One is from sexual reproductive health in Bangladesh, and another one, he is also the president of BASIS right now. We onboarded them as an advisor, and in our team, I am the co-founder. I have business experience previously, and my another co-founder, he is also a second-time co-founder. He was co-founder of 𝗔𝗯𝗃𝗀𝗃 previously, and we also have a chief health officer and a CTO with 6 years and 15 years experience with us. So we are raising 250,000 USD for 15% of our equity, which we'll spend for app enhancement, comprehensive video learning that we are creating right now, and marketing and campaign. So we are seeking for guidance, partnership, and grant support. So anyone with those advice, we want you to help us with those. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Bobby Amiri. The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Nishat. That was a really good presentation. Again, like great detail on the slides, the way that you put it together. I think the only thing, I'll just start from kind of, visuals, is that there is quite a bit of content on each of the slides, so it's pretty text heavy, which just means like I found myself, this slide, for example, there's some good information there, but this is more something that I would probably want to read on my own time so I can really digest the information properly, because it is such an important issue and problem that you're solving. And I know that you put a lot of, research and effort into it, and I want to respect that. For the sake of a presentation though, and this is for, everyone on the call, the way to think about the way that you put together slides is such that, if imagine you're driving down the street and you see a billboard on the side of the highway, you'll notice that it's very bold letters, very easy to read, and then you go back to, driving your car and, paying attention to the road. Think of presentations in that way as well, because, I want to, focus on you, but I find myself, I can't do both things at once, right? So I'm looking at the slides and kind of going through and trying to read as quickly as possible while also kind of listening to you, but not fully listening to you as I probably should. So it's just something that a lot of founders do that. So it's quite common, but if there's a way that you can kind of figure out like the most pertinent bits of information that you would want the audience to quickly understand. So, and then, perhaps even some of this that you see on the slides here, you can still keep it in your notes and present it and say it, but it won't distract the audience, the way that it does, kind of the way that it's currently presented. So that's just from a visual standpoint. As far as the problem, very interesting. Would you say that like how would you like describe your competitive advantage? Because it sounds like a community. I imagine there are quite a few things that you offer that people can get on other social media groups and sites and communities around this, problem that you're solving. So what is it truly that's your secret sauce, as we say? What is it that you do better than what else is out there.
So basically, our competitors, we do not have that much direct competitor right now, because some of are working in parenting and some of are working in pregnancy sector, and they are doing some different kind of thing, because parenting is a broad perspective. So they are working in a different part, and pregnancy is a different part. But what we are doing, we are actually working on a cycle, that a female health cycle, or you can say it's a femtech, not a pregnancy app or a parenting app. So it's a different thing. And also what you were saying about the community, so I think community, and we are actually building a platform that showcase your you can showcase in your own language. So we are not in English language, we are in totally in Bangla language. All of our content are developed in Bangla language, easily understandable. So this is actually differs from our competitor.
Yeah. Okay. And then yeah, I would just say simple is better. For even a slide like this, there's just a lot of content there. So if you can maybe just distill it down to like your top 5 differentiators and just highlight those quickly, it would just make for an easier to understand and more memorable presentation. But this is it's really good. Like, I mean, I'm not complaining about anything. It's just, more so, I really want to pay attention to the presentation and not have to sift through and figure out where my eyes should go and what's important. So anyway, that's the most feedback that I could give you at this point. I think you're solving a really interesting problem, something that you outline the problem very, very, very well in the beginning, and so it's easy to understand like why something like this is needed. I would just say the only thing that I would say is just a stronger value proposition around why you exist in the market against what is out there. So just being really, really clear about that. What's something that Mommy Kids offers that you just can't get anyplace else? And just making sure that is, something that we all remember as a takeaway from this presentation. That's
okay. Thank you so much for your feedbacks.
Yeah.
I'm just noting it down. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Great. So yeah. So let's just not have like a textbook slides, rather having a billboard slides. That's my takeaway from this particular discussion. So a textbook is very difficult to study for all the students. So let's just better be a billboard so that everybody can remember each slides. All right, Ms. Nisha, thank you so much. Next we have 𝗘𝗁𝗰𝗵𝗶 Bangladesh. So 𝗘𝗁𝗰𝗵 Bangladesh is a sports network, and we have Mr. 𝗕𝗁𝗃𝗲 here. So 𝗕𝗁𝗃 bhai, can you please just share your screen?
Yes, thank you, 𝗕𝗁𝗃𝗲 bhai. I guess you can see my screen, and
Yes,
am I full screen right now?
Just a minute. Yes, it is now.
Hey, so my time starts now?
Yes, I'll be giving everyone around 4 minutes. Good to go. Thank you so much.
Hey, hello everyone. Hi Bobby, I'm Qazi Sabir, founder of 𝗘𝗁𝗃𝗲 Bangladesh. I wish I could continue this speech with the smiling face, but I'm going to present you with some data that is going to make you very concerned. 20% of the adults in Bangladesh are at the risk of obesity. The amount of screen time is on the rise. And the last one is the most grim one. Majority of the young boys and girls is not physically active, and the percentage is 66%. So how do this massive population of 180 million engage in sports and physical activities? This country has multiple rideshare apps. You can order food, medicine, even motorcycles online. But what about your sporting needs? I'll give you the answer. The answer is www.𝗘𝗁𝗃𝗲.com, your one-stop sports solution platform. So this platform caters the opportunities and access for Bangladeshis of all ages to engage in sports and physical activities through online and on-field services. No matter if you're in the capital city of Dhaka or in the most southern part of Bangladesh. So this is, we want to be part of your every step of your sporting journey. So this is also our go-to-market strategy, as you can see. Like, so we push heavily on content, and these are our core services right now we are offering. And this is one of our innovations. So just imagine a young boy or girl from the most remote villages of Bangladesh can learn sports from top tier coach. And the next photo is Malaysian Bangladeshi kids learning chess from a grandmaster. So how does it work? You watch videos, you upload your videos, you interact, and you get evaluated by the coaches. And our community is organically growing, and 𝗘𝗏𝗂𝗋 is becoming a bigger network by the day. And the market, the sports market in Bangladesh is largely unregulated, but there are some numbers that should get you very excited, especially 31 million young people. And I would like to drop in one more figure. According to IDLC, every year more than 5 million footballs are sold in Bangladesh. And this is our traction for 2024. So the 11,000 is our paid customers and also unpaid subscribers. And the monthly revenue is average 10,000. So the spike in 2024 is largely because of the partnership with the almost defunct USAID to promote sports and physical activities for young women and girls all across Bangladesh. And this is our business model. So the returning customer rate is growing, our CAC is going down, and we're working on to improve the gross profit percentage, and we are slowly going there. So these are some of our accomplishments and some of the accelerator programs we have participated. These are some of the partnership we have done in the past, and some more partnerships are in the pipeline. And so this is a great opportunity to be part of a sports startup disruption in Bangladesh. So we are asking for USD 300K for an equity of 15%. And a large portion of this money would be used in marketing, promotion, and product development, which includes developing an app and an AI-powered video strategy method. And so this is our revenue projection, and we are very confident that the market is up for grabs, and we have the ideal team to make this happen and achieve success. And as we talk about our team, so we have a very strong founding team with more than 40 years of accumulated experience in sports and marketing sector. I'm Qazi Sabir, so I've been working in the sports sector for almost 20 years. Mr. Ishaq Sadek, who has been a former athlete, and Mr. Shimu Nasser is a very well-known content expert in Bangladesh. So this is it from me. Let's not only invest in a company and build a successful company. Let's make Bangladesh fit and healthy. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Sabir Bhai, for the presentation. Mr. Bobby Amiri, the floor is yours.
Yeah, Qazi, it was a very good presentation. This is what I mean about the simplicity being a strength. I thought, very easy to read slides. I definitely could, follow it, pay attention to you. I found myself really engaged with you, the presenter, and I was, able to follow everything that you were talking about. And it sounds like this is something that also that you're passionate about. So, that's also something that, should come through in these presentations as well. You being the domain, expert, as well as someone who's spending, a good chunk of their life, building a company like this. We really want to make sure it's something that you're passionate about. As far as your solution, by the way, the problem side was great. You definitely did a good job of getting us emotionally connected to the problem. Everybody can understand the importance of getting everybody in better shape and getting off of screens and becoming more connected. So that was done really well. I think for the solution, it wasn't clear outside of there being, online content as well as some availability to, meet up and for cricket matches or soccer matches. Is there anything else that I'm missing out of that? So there's like there's content that you've developed, people
So
can view it, but
yeah,
there's
so
also,
we also sell products.
okay.
So
What are you talking about? Merchandise?
yes, merchandise, yes.
And that's company branded, or is it through other partnerships?
So it's a mix. It's a mix, like branded and like other partnerships.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm interested in your social media strategy and your marketing in general. So how are you building these communities? You had a slide about go-to-market, but I'm just curious, what type of content are you developing? How are you reaching your customers and growing your fan base?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we are doing content marketing. So I'll go to this slide. So we provide like short videos, sports tips, and so encourage our users to subscribe for free courses. So what happens is then once they subscribe to our free courses, our sales reps call them up, explains our services. So that's the content is more like our lead magnet. So we tell them, so do this free course from this famous cricketer or a soccer player. So people are generally very excited. So they sign up, and that's how we are getting our leads. So basically, mostly videos. And whenever we post a content, so it's so we want to make sure that we have a clear USP in terms of content as well. So we post sports, not sports news. So we post sports rules, quotes from the players, how to stay fit and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay, good. Yeah, that was the main thing. I think the only other question I have for you was around next steps. Like, how are you going to continue? It seems like you've experienced some growth, especially in 2024. What are you projecting, and how are you going to achieve that specifically? How big can this be for your company?
Like next coming years?
Yeah. I mean, are you just focusing on Bangladesh? Are you going into other markets as well? Or
so honestly, Bobby, I think like the business model that we are working on, it is very possible to replicate in other market as well. Mm-hmm. So just imagine, like I have been to many pitches and I have been asked, like, what do you exactly sell? So I sell sports. So my business model is simple. So it's a platform where you get anything and everything to do with sports. So 𝗘𝗏𝗂 means like you have to play. So it can be 𝗘𝗏𝗂 Bangladesh, it can be 𝗘𝗏𝗂 Armenia. I don't know why I said Armenia. So but it can be 𝗘𝗏𝗂 Pakistan.
Right.
So the same model can be replicated. And to be honest, what we see next, because 2024 has been good not in terms of economic growth. Like our organic growth has been extraordinary. Just to give you perspective, like in 2023 January we had 176 organic website visitors. Fast forward 2024, we have 41,000 organic. So that is good, and a lot of people are searching 𝗘𝗏𝗂 Bangladesh when we see our analytics. So I see it's on the rise. I think we are at a juncture where we need to go all in next 8-9 months. That's the runway I have with me now. So fingers crossed. I hope like we see another surge in next 4 or 5 months, and so we have better numbers. So right now I'm really looking to raise, and let's see how it goes. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. All the best, good luck. The only other thing I forgot to mention is that I think we can see on the screen the video player on the right hand side, and it kind of cuts off like about 25% of your slide. So
sorry, I didn't realize that. Yeah,
no worries. No worries. But yeah, great presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, great. Thank you, 𝗕𝗲𝗂𝗧, for the presentation. And I think that's advantage of being an presenter for the founder to be. 𝗬𝗂𝗧 is one of the renowned presenter and anchor in Bangladesh. So he goes with his presentation very well, for sure. That's an advantage. And also he has a very strong, I would say, social media hashtag called 𝗘𝗂𝗋𝗋 So anything goes in social media. If you just search in as 𝗘𝗂𝗋𝗋, he relates with anything happened, everything with 𝗘𝗂𝗋𝗋. So that's the passion I think we need to have as a founder as well. So 𝗬𝗂𝗧, kudos to that. Very best of luck. And next we have on our pitching pipeline is
𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏.
𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏. Yeah, 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏. 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏 is a very interesting one. It's basically a matrimonial platform, Islamic matrimonial platform. So anybody wants to say 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏 or wanted to get married, I think 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏 is the platform they would be looking up. So we have the founder here. So please share your screen and you'll be having 5 minutes. 𝗕𝗲𝗂𝗧, you can turn off your screen. Yep. So yeah, 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏. Please turn on your screen, and we wanted to say 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏 as well. 𝗲𝗏𝗧, welcome.
Assalamu alaikum, Bhaiya. Is it visible?
It's coming up. Yes, it is visible now. Can you please go full screen?
Yep, sure. Is it full screen?
Not yet. Yes, now. Yes. Good luck. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. Today, I am excited to introduce 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏, a Bangladeshi matrimony matchmaking platform designed especially for its Muslim majority population. In Bangladesh, 38% of young men and 25% of young women are actively searching for marriage partners, with 6,000 marriages happening daily. But traditional matchmaking methods are inefficient. Families rely on their limited social circle, leading to limited options, and it's very time consuming. Finding a potential candidate takes several months, even years. The process is very costly for both parties. Growing social isolation of families make it harder to find potential match. So there is a big urgency of solving the problem now. As a solution, we are bringing 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏, a matrimony-focused social media platform where parents, individuals, and matchmaker can create and view biodata. Our advanced search filter helps them easily find their potential match. They can communicate directly with in-app chatting. Also, they can share matrimony-related life updates. 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏 is especially targeting 3 types of users: single adults and divorcees searching for life partners, parents searching for mates for their son and daughters, and professional matchmaker currently playing an important role in matrimony matchmaking. The total market size is 46 million unmarried individuals, where serviceable market is 15 million tech-savvy people with a smartphone and internet access. We are targeting to obtain its 10% within next 2 years. We are running on a freemium business model. In free tier, user can use basic matchmaking feature with ads and limited communication. Premium user can enjoy ad-free experience with advanced filter and extra feature unlocked. We have also planned to collaborate for commission-based partnership with existing business in wedding sector like photography agency, event management agency, marriage register, etc. 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗏 is first dedicated matrimony social media platform in Bangladesh. The freemium model is attracting users easily in a price-sensitive market. Inclusion of parents and matchmaker, building people's trust very easily. A few months ago, we launched on Google Play Store, observing initial users and collecting feedback. We made some quick iteration. Currently, we have achieved a monthly 110 3% user growth rate with zero marketing cost. It's me, Mahmoudul Hassan, with a BBA and MBA background, studying Doctor of Business Administration. I'm a Meta certified React developer. Hope you all connect me on LinkedIn. We are seeking 50,000 USD for 10% equity to scale. We use 40% for marketing to boost user acquisition, another 40% for development to enhance app feature, and 20% for other operation related costs. Thank you so much for your attention. Let's build the future of matchmaking in Bangladesh together.
All right, great. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Bobby Amiri, the floor is yours.
All right. Yeah, I thought the presentation was quite strong. You touched on most of the points that I think we look for. I think the only thing that I would have liked to see in a lot more detail, to be honest, is the user experience. So in other words, you know, we didn't really get a sense of the flow. You mentioned that singles, divorcees, parents, and another group, but they all have access to the platform. I'm just kind of curious what that flow looks like. You know, when I think of like matchmaking apps and services like this, I think of something like Tinder or Bumble or something like that, where you're swiping, but this sounds a lot more intentional. Like you really have like strong filters based on, you know, region, maybe the type of family. Like these are the things that I'd be curious to see more of, because to me that would suggest that you were a lot more intentional and thoughtful about the people that you're trying to help. So, you know, people who are serious about the type of matrimony that you're referring to are very, very serious about finding the right kind of mate, because they're not trying to date around. They're trying to find someone that they want to build a family with. So if that's the case, what are some of the ways that you can manage that? Are you able to rank people kind of based on how religious they are? If they've never been married before, maybe somebody doesn't want to be with someone who's been married previously. I don't know, like whatever like filters or safeguards that you set up, that's what I would be interested in kind of learning more about, specifically about the product, so I can get a better sense of how strong the value proposition is to the market. It sounds like you've achieved some interesting traction in a short amount of time. I want to know, like, what do you attribute that to? How strong is the product, or how strong is your marketing? Like, what is it that's working well, you know, for you? And I think, to me, that bit about product, and even if it's just some screenshots so we can see kind of what the interface looks like more or less, even something like that simple could be an easy fix for the presentation, so I can get a better sense of like how this thing works and how strong it is.
Thank you. I will add a screenshot.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can tell me, like, what do you do with, how does the product work? How do you make sure?
Also, I can show you live. It's my app screenshot. User can swipe and new profile appears. And
okay, so it is swiping. Are they able to filter and find like the right kind of person based on a set of criteria?
We have this much filter. Here are 5 to 6 filters, mostly location and religion and other interest-based filters.
And then how did the parents factor into it? Are they able to like pre-approve something for their daughter? They're looking at the connection kind of in the background, or what's their profile like?
Actually, their user and biodata is completely 2 different things. A user can create multiple biodata. So if I'm a parent, I can create for my 3 children biodata, and if I'm a matchmaker, I can create thousands of biodata. So when
I guess if I say that there are issues related, because you have been doing this for only a couple of weeks actually. So your original model was, we know that Bobby, his original model was like just matrimonial, pure matrimony, something like that. But as in our primary sprint, when we started looking at the business models, we find that it's very typical, like other people doing in like Saadi.com or some other Indian sites. So then we actually had this discussion with our mentors and everything. We thought that, okay, fine, if you're trying to make sure people get married, so make it more intentional like that. So you create a social media type thing that will be actually helping connect the whole matchmakers, parents, the bride and future bride and groom. So the flow is not yet, I probably said, I mean, like as you want to see. But I will be saying for all of you actually, right now, we are working on your business models. Your plan, how you want to make money. Because we know that there are lots of things to do in your next phases of this program. But for the first time, Bobby needs to check that, okay, is this a way of making money? I'm like, there are lots of business that doesn't have any potential in terms of business model. But if it can be a little bit tweaked, it can make money. So just that's where we are actually. If you have to say that we have just planned this one, because this is quite unique. I'm not saying that this is a lot of people are doing this. Okay, so your idea and your to the point you're right now, you have executed something, you have understanding of technology, and you also know where you want to grow. So you have to tell that to them. So you're in pre-seed. Okay, you're still seed, pre-seed, whatever you say that you have done something, you have gained some traction, but now you think that you're gonna go in this direction. So that's the honest thing, because right now, if Bobby wants to see the screens, you cannot see those screens. Okay, you don't have the whole workflow yet. So tell that the workflow, you can show a diagram of how it, or you can say mock interface, but you have to tell that this is what is our next plan, kind of like that. Okay, that's my input. Okay, I'm sorry to.
And then just the last thing is around the competitive analysis. Like you listed your differentiators, but I didn't know who else was in the market. And for someone who's not familiar with what people are using to find mates in Bangladesh, I would be curious to see, like, you know, who are the top 3 or 4 kind of players in this space, and how do you know, differentiate yourself against these other companies? Why do your customers choose you instead of, you know, some of the other top choices in the region? To make sure that comes out in the presentation as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was good. Thank you.
Okay, great.
All right.
All right. I personally believe that soon 𝗀𝗃 will have the whole interface system developed, and more people will say 𝗀𝗃 to 𝗀𝗃. So
Let us get married through 𝗀𝗃.
yes, right. All right.
All right.
So
Thank you.
we have next in our pitching lineup, InstaJob, the last one. So InstaJob founder is here, right? So can you please just turn on your screen and share your presentation? You will also get 5 minutes to pitch. After 4 minutes, I will give you a reminder. Ms. Putul, can you just turn on your video? I mean, your presentation slides.
Putul, you start your. Walaikum
Assalam.
Great.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Please.
Hi.
Please share your screen.
Yeah, sure.
Waiting. Okay.
Yes, your screen is visible now.
Okay. Okay. Welcome
All
to
right.
InstaJob.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to InstaJob. InstaJob is an on-demand part-time job platform with hourly rate. So we can see a scenario in our country and in our society. Aisha is a university student who is actually looking for a part-time job that will fit her class schedule. And she's not the only one student who is actually looking for a part-time job. There are 800K students are looking for their part-time job. So here is the another scenario where Rohim is a bakery owner, and he is actually struggled with the staff shortage during peak hour. And in our country, there is no actually sufficient platform where student and employer can meet in a platform where they can serve their needed services. And we built a software, actually two software. One is InstaHire and one is InstaJob. InstaJob is actually for student who wants to do part-time job, and InstaHire is for employer or business owner. So a business owner can open the app and they can choose the category like assistant or Salesforce, and they can send request for their part-time employee, and instantly the student will get the notification and they can accept or remove the notification. That's the simple software we have built. And market opportunity is in our country, there are 47 lakhs students in our country. So it's a huge number, and the maximum students are wants to do part-time job with their extra income, so that they can carry their tuition fee and their daily expenses. And in our country, there are 3 to 4 lakhs retailer shop only in Dhaka city, and 4 lakhs plus restaurant in Bangladesh. And every year we need 5,18,000 new sales force in our market. Business model is employer must be paid $1.4 for each employee. In BDT, we can say it will be 169 taka. And we will deduct the 70% commission rate from the employees earn. And for if any employer wants to pre-reserve their employee for the next event or next day, they have to pay 100 taka to pre-reservation. Traction in 1 month, in our app, we have onboarded almost 24,000 employees, and our client is now 300 active client, and we have served 90 hours job in last 1 month. Not last 1 month, it's actually from the 20th February. Our financial projection or our target revenue is we will draw the $1.6 billion within 3 years, and where our active employee will be 1 lakh and our active employer will be 30,000. So our
one more minute.
Yeah, our asking money is $30K as a seed money, and we will use this money for our customer acquisition cost and our software development and operational cost, platform optimization cost. So who am I? I'm the proud founder of SBA, and I was the champion, national hackathon champion in 2017, and I was the digital Microsoft Expo top 5 in 2017, and I was the top. I was in top 10 founder in Dhaka City Star, and yeah, I'm founder of 𝗔𝗯𝗃𝗲 with 8 years experience in tech background. And here is my CTO, 𝗔𝗯𝗿𝗂𝗀𝗋, and here is my co-founder, 𝗕𝗃𝗄𝗃 Khatun. And yeah, thank you for your attention.
All right, thank you so very much for your presentation. One quick input from my side before going to Bobby Amiri's feedback. You are a graduate from SB and not anymore. You are a graduate of AB. It's excellent in Bangladesh now. All right, Bobby Amiri, over to you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. That was a really interesting presentation. I'll start with your team slide, because I thought this is the third time that I've been giving feedback to Bangladeshi entrepreneurs, and I'd say you're the first one that has really talked about your successes, and being in previous programs, hackathons, all the accomplishments that you've had as a founder. I know that doesn't come easy for a lot of people because we don't like to brag about ourselves or anything, but I think it's really important because it helps to give us, the audience, confidence that you are someone who's very talented and accomplished, and you're doing really, really important work, and you're leading a team that is going to be effective in helping to reach the next milestone of development for your company. So I thought that was really good. I definitely perked up when you started talking about your background. So that was good. What I didn't see in the slides, I think, was the competitive analysis. Can you maybe talk a little bit about how you differentiate yourself against some of the competitors who are doing gig work, connecting for part-time positions? How do you differentiate?
Okay, thanks for your question. Actually, right now we have no competitor, but nearest competitor is could be BD Jobs or 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗄𝗃, and their business model, target audience, and service category are totally different, and operational system are totally different. Our operational system is instant call and instant hire, and their operation system is by job posted, and their business model also depends on their job post. They take charges for the single job post, for the how long it will be staying their website or software, and our software system or model is totally different. So our competitor, significant competitor is zero, I think, and in our study. So and if I say talk about the 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗄𝗃 is working different people, like technician, mechanical technician, like driver, or AC maker, repairing. And our focused audience is totally different, only for a student who actually want to earn extra money. And our next audience is business owner, or startup founders, or entrepreneurs who can't afford the full-time sales force. In our business, in every business, we need sales force to distribute the leaflet, to campaign, to grow the sales rate. So this platform is totally different from other companies. So we are facing lots of challenges, and we are learning lots of things every day.
I would like to. I have some. I'm like Bobby probably doesn't have idea about local markets, so but I would say that you have to work on your competitor search. Okay, so when you say you have zero competitors, I mean, that's not right. I can say their competitors are definitely. HelloTask, you didn't tell about that. HelloTask is providing almost instant jobs for the housemates, maybe a different segment, but they're doing the same thing. They're providing home helps in an hour. Okay, so this one, then also if you call Uber, Uber is connecting in the same way, instant connection of drivers. Okay, so then if you say 𝗲𝗃𝗲, it's connecting delivery people. So even though they are not, I mean, like your direct competitors, but they actually serve the similar people. So students are working in 𝗲𝗃𝗲 and they're providing two different services, like one ride-hailing service, another one is delivery of packaging and other things. Okay, so you have to go and see this because you are a smart women. You are trying to play with other people. So this is a game. Okay, startup is a game. So you have to keep searching who is also trying to play with me. I have to surpass them. I have to overdo them. So you need to find out your competitive landscape. When you say zero, that gives signal that I don't know, this is not yet a validation. There is no validation of your service yet. So if there are some competitor, someone is doing in some scale. So Bobby, you can tell this. Okay, it's your idea.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was going to touch on. Everyone always has competitors. Like anytime that you're trying to get someone to use your product or service, they're probably solving their problem in a different way. Even if it's not directly related to how you go about doing it, it's still solving a problem for them that they're currently solving in a different way. So it's why it's good to just kind of, outline the differentiators. Even if you're like completely different and you add all this value and you're clearly articulating that's still, sharing that you have a distinct competitive advantage, a multitude of competitive advantage against what else is out there. So it's just good to, in terms of the narrative and storytelling and how you're describing your startup, to potential customers, but also to partners, to, new employees and to investors. They're always going to want to know, what is it about you that's different, or why do you exist in the market, and in what way do you provide value to your customers against what's out there. So yeah, that's just probably the main bit of feedback that I would ask you to consider working on. And then yeah, the problem was defined. The solution, I think you had the screenshots. That was well done. Yeah, and maybe just a bit about your go-to-market. Like, how are you reaching these customers? Do you have partnerships with universities? Are you how are you targeting the students that are actively looking for this sort of work, or do they even know that this sort of work is out there, and so you have to educate them? Maybe there's a content strategy around that. So those types of things I think would be helpful around the go-to-market strategy as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, good job. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Great. So thank you, 𝗘𝘅𝗶𝗃𝗲, and thank you, Bobby. It was great. Good having you. I committed someone else to have a session in the morning, so I had to in between. And okay, probably 𝗘𝘅𝗶 was having internet problem at the beginning, but it went well. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, 𝗘𝘅𝗶, can I say something?
Yes, please.
Hi, this is Sabir from 𝗘𝗃𝗃, Bangladesh. A few words for Bobby. Bobby, thank you very much. Like, I have been part of many pitches, accelerator program pitches, and also real-time pitches. But I think like you are one of the most kind mentor I have ever stumbled on so far. I mean, like, if you just, you yourself know that startup is very difficult to build. There's so much ego, pressure, struggle, and just you saying good job, I could see some of the founders, the smile is priceless. I think that gives one more day to keep the fight on. So can't thank you enough for this. And thank you, 𝗘𝘅𝗶 and 𝗘𝗃𝗃 for making this happen and making me part of this.
No, I really appreciate that. I do know how difficult it is to build startups, and I know how stressful it can be. I've worked with so many founders over the years, and there's no one that's voluntarily, encouraging you and pushing you and motivating you. It's such a lonely, journey, to be a startup founder. It's just you and maybe a co-founder. and it's tough. So anyway, I try to be encouraging, give you some tactical feedback. Hopefully that was all helpful, but I certainly appreciate the feedback. Thank you.
Right. Okay. All right. So
do you want me to kind of sum up my
yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Okay.
Please.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, I would say just, you know, in some of my notes, this is kind of a kind of a subtle thing, but most of the presentation that I see when you get to the fundraising slide, you say very passive language, like we're asking for, or we're requesting, you know, $50,000. Probably a different way to frame it would be to say we are fundraising. We're in the middle of a fundraise. The idea is that you want people to want you. It's not like something you're requesting. You've done incredible work. You've built a company. You've created some traction. You guys are ready for the big time. And so it's more of, you know, I know it might be a cultural thing, but just saying, look, we're in there. We just opened up our fundraise, and we're actively raising and looking for investors to close our round of $50,000 because we feel like this will get us to a certain milestone. And what that does, it projects confidence, but it also projects that you are targeting a return on investment that could be very substantial for any investor to take part of. So they should want to be a part of your company. And so it's just it's a nuanced kind of thing, but just, you know, framing it in that way, I think would be stronger. We talked about the simple slides. I think some of you, and including you, Quasi, did it very, very well. Others, if you can just kind of distill it into some very simple, easy to read text on a slide, I think it would make for a better, more easy to follow presentation. Make sure that you focus on a very clear beachhead market. So sometimes I think as founders, we get caught up in trying to, what we say, boil the ocean. We're trying to do so many different things at once and targeting so many different customers. We want to be everything to everyone. And when you're everything to everyone, you're nothing to no one. So just make sure that you focus very clearly on providing a very succinct, easy to understand value proposition that speaks to someone who's not familiar with your company and says, okay, wow, I really feel like they're targeting me. They know what my problem is that I have, and they found a solution that I should really consider, you know? And so just being more focused and make it come across that you're speaking directly to a customer, I think is a really important thing as well. And then when you practice these types of, you know, pitches, I would just say sometimes there are technical issues that arise, and, you know, we're not always sharing our screen, and you don't know, you know, I think sometimes, and if you're not familiar with using Google Meet, maybe you're using Microsoft Teams or some other, video software. It's just, you know, make sure you kind of know how to set up your equipment, and that you're able to advance your slides, that you're sharing full screen, and that it just comes across a lot more polished. So it's just something that you can practice with someone in your own household. Have them open up their computer, make sure that you understand like how it's being projected to them, and just it's a small thing, but it can go a long way. So just would work on some of those technical things as well. But yeah, that's about it. That's my feedback. Great job, everyone. I think these presentations are really, really good. You know, comparatively speaking, I do a lot of these pitch competitions, pitch practices with various, you know, countries around the world, and you guys are really, really quite good. So I'm very pleased with the quality of the presentations that I've seen. So congratulations to you all. Congratulations to Accelerating Bangladesh. It's a fantastic program.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Before I let Tariq Bhai to end, because you were the host, I would tell everybody, those who had pitched today and also pitched earlier, the main goal of these pitching sessions are twofold. One is actually making you ready for international pitching, because we are heading toward a national demo day. By June, July, we'll be having national demo day, and Bobby will be coming, I hope that. So we'll be sending invitation, and also a number of international investors will be joining our demo days. So you need to get ready to be comfortable talking to people you don't know, and also in English, definitely. And also with these pitching things, we'll be taking a overall feedback on each of the businesses, each of the startups from Bobby, and we'll be trying to have a short list of people who will be eligible to be presenting in front of investors who are ready to go for investing you. Okay, but another thing, as I will update you, Bobby. So in our project, as we started with, there was no element of compliance grant. Okay, there's no grant in this project from government, but government has recently approved a compliance grant or compliance credit that will allow around 250 plus businesses to stay compliant for 3 years. So that this is the biggest challenge in our economy. I mean, in startup ecosystem, people want to invest in a startup, but then they find that the legal compliance level is very low. I mean, like, they are not registered. Even though they're registered, their registration has expired. A number of issues are there. So that's the place where government is investing right now, so that they keep doing their things. They focus on their business models, and that's the thing that came right now. So that's not part of our thing, but that's government and decided that these 270 startups that we shortlisted, they should be given an opportunity to legally start their business and stay legal for 3 years. Then you guys will come and see that, okay, you are good, we can invest in you. So that's what's the update, okay, for our project. Yes. Okay. So thank you both of you. And 𝗘𝘅𝗶𝗃𝗲, it's time for you to have a closing speech, please. Thank you
for joining in, and all the founders who have pitched today and last Friday as well. I see Apon is here from 𝗕𝗃𝗄𝗃, just to see how things are going. So I do appreciate that. I mean, being a startup founder is definitely a long journey, no doubt to that. So you need to hop in every places, gather your knowledges. I was watching a post last day on Instagram. It says that if you have a very good discussions with a understandable founder or an entrepreneur of 30 minutes, it is more worth than reading 5 years of business books. So it's very interesting that you all are pitching in here with your ideas or startups and getting developed each and every day. Because Accelerating Bangladesh is a platform we are working with like from last 7 or 8 months. So we have seen these founders, startups pitching, gradually developing day by day. So that's very interesting. With my journey with Accelerating Bangladesh, also I work with 𝗘𝗄𝗃𝗄𝗏 venture capital. So one of our invested portfolio named 𝗂𝗃, they have recently graduated from Accelerating Asia. So there I have also seen that their presentation need to be so much minimalistic, very less tech savvy, very easy to understandable. The feedbacks Bobby is giving, they were also giving the same to their presentations to brush up every single time. So with that note, I would appreciate their timing to pitch here, and please keep pitching, because your every single moment you pitch, you actually grow and develop. And by this, definitely you're gonna secure your needed fund, and definitely will grow. With that note, thank you so very much, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Bobby Amiri, for joining us. Thank you, Arif bhai. Take care, everyone. Good luck, and 𝗔𝗃𝗃𝗄𝗃 Bangladesh.
𝗔𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Bangladesh. Yeah, Bangladesh will win. Take care. Bye bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye bye.